Before we jump into the video, I just want to give a big thank you to everybody on this graphic. Thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world to me. And a very quick reminder, check out the links down below. The Patreon link is down there as well. Definitely check it out and see if you want to become a member today. Hey guys, what's up? Hope you all doing well today. Welcome back to the channel. We're here to start the backlog of anime that I missed over the last week or so. I was away for the last week or so, so I ended up missing quite a few anime episodes. In fact, I believe we missed 9 anime episodes. Not 9 series, but 9 anime episodes. So what am I going to do to get through this backlog quicker and not spam the channel with 9 videos? Well, we're going to be doing 2 episodes per reaction video. So for example, in this video, we're going to be watching Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld, episode 21, but also episode 22. And we're going to be doing the same for Misfit of Demon King Academy, Fire Force, God of High School, and maybe ReZero, we'll see. Because ReZero, there's only 1 episode I missed because the new episode comes out this Wednesday. But either way, in this video, we're watching episodes 21 and 22 of SAO Alicization War of Underworld. And I'm super excited, man. The week away definitely was refreshing. It was good to disconnect from technology and all that. But I want to see what's going to happen in my anime series, man. And the way last episode ended with Asuna staying behind with Kirito, them kind of knowing pretty much that they're going to be living there for 250 years, I believe it was said, which means their soul is going to deteriorate. They're not going to be able to handle that. I'm curious to see what's going to happen to our main characters. Are they truly going to make our main characters perish in such a way? Not only that, but we also have the ocean turtle situation with the NSA and everything, getting Alice to the real world. And also to see what Miller's going to do in the real world now that he was vanquished in the underworld. Because Miller's still alive. So what is going to happen to Miller? Either way, like I said, we have 2 episodes of SAO to watch. And I guess that's a good thing with missing series, you know, getting a little bit of backlog, especially for a reactor. You get to do double the amount of episodes in a video. And if you're not a reactor and you just watch anime, you just get double the amount of anime. So it's pretty, I guess it's a win-win, right? Either way, guys, let's go ahead, count this down, and jump into the 21st episode of Sword Art Online, and then we'll be watching episode 22 in this video as well. I've rambled on long enough. Let's go ahead, count it down, and just see how this is going to conclude or how they're going to wrap this up. 3, 2, 1, play. Still got the ocean turtle thing, yep. The Fluctlight acceleration. Is that Alice? Is that Alice? It was Alice. So we're gonna see her make the decision here, I'm assuming. Yep. Gotta stay behind with Kirito. You could probably respect that. Wasn't she involved with the guy who created SAO? "12 seconds left. Damn. Yeah, she doesn't even get to say goodbye to her friends or anything. Kirito doesn't say wow. And it starts the acceleration of the Fluctlights, man. I'm really hoping that they show what happens during the 250 years. I know it's supposed to have really bad implications with their souls deteriorating, essentially being their souls being alive for that long in the underworld. I still want to see what their life is like in the underworld during those 250 years or so. I still want to follow the 2 characters. They, you know, they might not be alive or awake in the real world, but their consciousness is still alive in the underworld. They're still going to be alive in that world. So I would like to see what happens to Asuna and Kirito in the underworld. Now, that was a really, really heavy moment with Asuna saying goodbye and thank you and asking her to not allow them to, I didn't realize Yujiro holding the Alice Cube. You know, don't let the military use Alice for evil, for everybody's sake in the underworld, also Kirito's sake. Really, really heavy moment there. between Asuna and Rinko. Now, her not being able to say goodbye to her own friends and having Rinko do it, man, that's heartbreaking, dude. Heartbreaking. But I guess we'll see how this is going to play out, man. I'm like completely lost on how this is all going to conclude and how it's going to continue. If Kirito and Asuna technically are going to be stuck in here for 250 years and their souls are going to deteriorate. You know what I mean? Like, how are they going to have another arc unless it just follows them in the Underworld? Or, I don't know. I'm trying to think how they're going to continue this. All right, so they got Alice. Yep. Still, 250 years passed just like that. Now, isn't the NSA out there waiting or something like that? I remember there was like a deal with the NSA and dude, 10 years in 1 minute. Can we see those 10 years? I would love to see those 10 years in the Underworld. Maybe Asuna and Kirito will make a child. Excuse me. Okay, what's your reason, dude? Okay. Why do you want them to think that, though? The worst case that Kirito is stuck in there? Yo, it's cool to see them doing this stuff. I'm not big on the whole ocean turtle stuff. I like the Underworld stuff, but it's still cool to see this going on, you know? Because they still have to do the war or the battle in the real world right now. And Critter's wondering what the hell's going on and stuff, so that's kind of cool. It's still cool to see. Even though I prefer the Underworld stuff, you know? Now, he's leading them into a trap, right? He wants them to believe that they still have a chance to get Alice. Hmm. He thinks he's figured it out. I wonder if Kikoy is luring him into a false sense of security here. Wonder what he's up to. Oh, there's what's a Yagai or whatever his name was, Yanai. Mm-hmm. He was your mole. Shit, because they're supposed to be American, right? I mean, he is a government agent, right? This guy. So I mean, I guess he would know how to use a gun and whatnot. Well, at least you have a bulletproof vest on, dude. Damn. What are you gonna do, Critter? What's your last resort measures, dude? Remember, yeah, we still gotta see Miller. This dude's losing his mind. Saga? Who is it? Wait, what? The Night Sky Blade, bro? It's his soul, but it didn't return to his body? Who's pushing him? His childhood friend? Alicia, that's her name, yeah. Uh, you're dead, bro. But why is Alicia like coming to him? Like, I mean, I get it's because it's his friend, but it's not like he really stole her soul back in the day, right? It's not. So is his soul not returning to his body? So he died. Ooh. Oh damn! Because of the yeah, because he stabbed her in the ear with that screwdriver or whatever, man. Wow, that was pretty dark, man. And then look at his body. Ooh, his fingernails. Huh. He ain't no more. It's like his soul was ripped from his very body, bro. Now, why did this happen? Did this happen because of Kirito's Night Skyblade? What happened to Visago? And Kirito was the one that beat both of them, so looks like you guys failed. You failed. You lost. Yeah. This character's eye, he has very unique, distinct eyes, don't he? So this guy wants to continue the mission. Okay. 10 minutes. So that means 100 years have passed. Because they were saying 1 minute passed, and that was 10 years. So 10 years would be 100 years, right? Have they taken out the engine? Hey man, if we can't have Alice, nobody can. You ain't, dude. Last ditch effort. And how big is that How big is that explosion gonna be, bro? He was putting his life on the line. Makes sense. They don't want to get caught in the explosion. Dude, this is literally a race against the clock on both ends. Not that it never was a race against the clock, but now they're literally racing against the clock in the real world too to get this explosive off. Wow. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was going to be into like the whole human world stuff. I mean, it's cool to see, but the stakes just keep getting raised higher and higher. So I'm enjoying it, man. I want to see how they're going to get out of this, if they're going to get out of this, how Alice is going to appear in the real world. Like, is she going to get her own body, or is she going to be in the robot? Okay, so they're trying to shut down the STLs or whatever. Where's he going? Dude, is he gonna end up dying? He's been in the show since season 2, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure he showed up at the end of ALO, didn't he? Or he was in ALO or whatever. Dude, is Kikoya gonna die? He was shot, which we know. So the bulletproof vest didn't fully stop it. I've always been suspicious of that guy. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I've always been suspicious of him, but obviously my suspicions dropped throughout Alicization. Um, obviously he was doing some questionable things, some unethical things, but he was never truly like a bad guy. Even though I had my suspicions for a while, he just got shot. The robots. Is it Alice in there? Yeah, how's it acting on its own? Oh no, it's Kikoya. Because Rinko has Alice in the cube or whatever, the floodlight. Hmm. Wait, what? So, wait, who is that? It's not. Is it the guy that created SAO? If it is, he's helping them right now. It has to be him because they had a connection and everything. Okay, I mean, if I'm reading that correctly, this is pretty hype, dude. That even he's showing up to help again, which we've seen him show up before to Kirito and stuff. Everybody had, dude. They're putting it all on the line, dude. Akihiko, that's him, right? Kabayaya or whatever. I gotta look this up while watching this because he closed them in there. He locked him in there. It is him. Okay, so it was the creator of SAO and Heathcliff. Interesting. Which is why she said, you know, where were you? You were hiding here all this time or whatever. Damn, he failed, dude. I still can't believe he just appeared. Now I know I was kind of lost there for a minute, but I can't believe that dude just appeared. There it is, Heathcliff. Ooh, she cut her hand. She's gripping it so hard, man. Her voice reached him. Her voice reached him, bro. So is Alice gonna be in the other robot? This is the ultimate way to end the real world conflict, honestly. Because remember I said like everything is like coming full circle. We're getting all these remnants of past arcs. We got the dude that literally started all of it, dude, with SAO here, helping them in their time of need, helping his loved one. Because I'm pretty sure him and Rinko had a relationship, right? That's really, really cool. Really, really nice cherry on top. That's cool. I like that. All right, so they're trying to escape on a submarine, right? I think that's very fitting, considering all the other like callbacks from other arcs we had to have the very dude that started the series with SAO and that whole incident. Not excusing the things the guy did, it's just it's cool to see, man. Sago and Miller. Wait, what about or is Brig Visago? Wait, what? So Visago's missing? Is that what they're trying to say? I might be misreading things there, but hmm. What's wrong? But there's always a but. Bro. What? Is Visago Soul in Neiman? Okay. Dude, there's an after credit scene. So there was a body missing. I think it was Visago's body, right? Did Visago's soul take on the Neiman robot? Because we saw Miller's soul was kind of like floating there in limbo, and then he was pulled down by Alicia, which was very fitting. So is it possible Visago's soul was sort of detached from his body in the real world because of what Kirito's Night Sky Blade did? But he was able to not he was able to attach himself to something and not actually get dragged down to hell. At least that's what I'm assuming happened to Miller. And if that's the case, is that Visago's hatred for the Japanese being so strong, his hatred for Kirito, or maybe even his love for Kirito, you know, him being his rival and wanting to fight him, is it that strong that he's able to attach his soul to that robot? All right, I don't know, man, but that seems to be what's happening here. We're gonna find out in the moment because we're gonna watch this after credit scene. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to think up here. Starting it in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, play. It's Kirito and Asuna. That scene that we ended with last episode. That's such a heartwarming scene to see her stay behind with Kirito, knowing what's going to happen to her, not allowing her significant other to go through those 250 years by himself. I want to see their life in the underworld. I want to see the 10 years that passed. I want to see the 20 years that passed, the 30 years that passed. I want to see if they have an actual child. I know they have Yui and all that, and she's an AI, but I want to see if they actually create artificial Fluctlight in this world. Because we know that souls could be born in this world. They lived in the virtual world in SAO, and they have to live in this world together. Kind of deja vu that they're stuck here, just like they were stuck in SAO together. Time to live your life in the underworld. A minimum of 200 years. Hmm. Oh, are they gonna also like establish the world more? Maybe help it progress? Yeah. The Stacia wings, the ALO wings. Okay. Is that supposed to be like next time, Alice? I like it, man. Like it. Now, like I said, I wasn't big into the whole ocean turtle, all that, the human world conflict. I was more involved with the underworld and all that, but it was still cool to see how the human world conflict concluded, and then also to see, and it's not concluded yet because apparently the robot Neemon is missing. I'm assuming that Akihiko's soul finally passed on, but Visago's body wasn't recovered, right? So Visago possibly somehow attached his soul to Neemon so he can continue his vendetta against Kirito and Asuna while they lay dormant in their STLs. I don't know, man. We're gonna find out because we're about to watch episode 22. But I really love the after credit scene, them picking back up with the Asuna and Kirito reunion, Asuna staying behind, and them starting their new life in this world and not really regretting their decision to do so, taking the opportunity and welcoming it with open arms. I mean, at the end of the day, what choice do they have? So they're going to try to make the best out of this situation. I'm very curious to see if we're going to experience their life in the underworld together. I would really love to see that because it's reminiscent of them being stuck in SAO. Now they're stuck in the underworld. They sort of started a family in SAO with Yui, and they had the log cabin and everything like that. So I'm curious to see if that's going to sort of like continue in the underworld. But either way, guys, we're going to go ahead and watch episode 22. Sit tight, and I'll see you in just a moment. All right, we're back with episode 22 of SAO Alicization War of Underworld. We only have a few episodes left. Super excited to see how this is going to play out. It looks like we're starting in the real world, though, and we're not going to be dealing with Kirito and Asuna in the underworld, or at least not in the beginning of the episode. I'm assuming we're going to maybe see Kirito and Asuna's friends, like Agil and Liz and all that. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But either way, let's go ahead and count it down and jump into episode 22 of SAO Alicization War of Underworld. Can't believe we're almost done with this arc, dude. Insane. Easily my favorite arc of SAO. 3, 2, 1, play. What's this? 22. Well, voice sounds familiar. Is it Alice? Okay, it's Rinko. That's why it sounded familiar. Oh. Oh wow, she looks just like herself. Wow. How did they get her? Is that her holding like her blade? And her doing the bow like when she was a knight in the Integrity Knight? Wow. Dude. Okay. So she has her own body. Like she looks exactly the same. I wonder how they did that. Is that like a is that an android body? And they just gave it like interesting. But I really love the introduction, her saying that she's Alice, Synthesis 30 and all that, man. Good stuff, dude. Now, I'm really hoping that the military doesn't use her for war and everything, like how Asuna asked Rinko to keep the military away from Alice. But at this point, Alice is her own individual. She has rights, correct? She should have rights in the real world, even though she's an AI. She has a consciousness, so she should have rights. Or is she property that belongs to Wrath? You know, technically she is their property, right? But at the same time, she still is a living being. So how's that gonna all play out? I wonder. And again, the Nemon was missing. So we didn't get to see the conclusion of that either. Because it seems some time has passed if Alice is now in the real world, right? And they're making the announcement that they have the general AI and all that. So what was up with the Nemon disappearing? Oh, a Gil's bar or restaurant. Oh wow, okay. That is their uniform. Eh, that's cute. Yeah, where are they gonna get gold armor from, right? Yeah, right. For what we're calling her brain. Right, it lived the actual life. Hmm. Right? Yeah, like can you dumb it down a little bit? No. That'd be literally it'd be like opening up a human's skull. He's gonna let them do it though. Nice. I like that. I like that little snarky remark. Right. He's saying, "I'm. You want to open up my skull? Let me open up your skull." Yeah. I mean, that's a concern. That's a concern in our world. Okay. Your organization doesn't. So she's saying Wrath is not going to allow it to happen. Right. That makes sense too. We know that. Right. It takes time. But what if you accelerate it? Right. Well, it's unethical. It's unethical. You believe that, but what if another questionably unethical organization gets their hands on it? Right. It's such a foreign concept to them. It's such a new concept to them. And we know how humans are afraid of the new, the unknown. Right. And they're not products. Here it is. Okay. Kirito? Yeah, wouldn't that flip everything up on its head? Right. She's basically saying, put yourselves in our shoes. Because up until a certain point, they didn't realize that there was people that created them like that, you know? Yep. Very important interactions, too. Hmm. They all love Kirito, though, bro. Look at her. She's like, how is this possible? They're like, how is she the same as us? She's proven it, if you want to believe her words. Right. You're equals. Okay. This is Higa. Was that going to be Critter there? It's Higa. Okay. Oh. I mean, it's fitting, dude. Oh, wait. Oh, he's really not dead, dude. Okay, 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 you sly dog. This sly dog, Kiku, bro. Yep. So that's how they did it, that vice minister. The world thinks he's dead. He might not want to do that anymore. Okay. Gotcha. Dude, I'm glad he didn't die. Even though I've always been suspicious of this guy, he's earned my respect as a character, bro. He was never really a bad person. He just has done questionable things in the name of science and progress and research. Wow, so they're still trapped in there, man. They weren't able to get them out yet. Oh, what's happening? Try to get them accustomed to artificial life. Skynet, bro. From one possibility. Wait, is Kirito coming to them somehow? And that's why there was like activity. Dude, what's happening? His light is moving. He gonna wake up? But what about Asuna though? And his soul's okay? They were in there for 200 plus years. Okay, so that's how we're gonna have another season, so we can continue because he actually awoke. Oh damn! Can they bring Selka to the real world? Wow, she must have did that the day like shortly after Alice left. So it's been like 200 plus years that she's been frozen, I guess. Damn, you're gonna want to forget that life? And the Queen's rolls, dude. They started their own kingdom? Can we please see their time in the underworld, bro? And did Asuna reawake? Did she awaken too, man? Eyeing the Queen's rolls. Dude, that's hype. Yep, she is back. These two spend an awful lot of time in hospitals. You know, they spend an awful lot of time in the hospital, man. Hmm. It was only okay, so it was more than a month. That's it. So how long is that, bro? And they're not going to remember any of those memories. Kind of sad. But he will remember his time before that, right? The fight with Miller and all that. They just want to erase the 250 years worth of memories. That's him saying goodbye. So he's remembering all of that, though. So they didn't erase the memories. Did he get change his mind? Oh, they must have been fighting each other. That's cool. Everybody's united. The dark territory, the human territory. The memories are disappearing. Wow. That's 250 years, 250 plus years of memories. So he still have his remnants of it. Gio? Stay cool, dude. So the underworld's still going on then, right? They didn't eliminate the underworld yet. And they probably won't. Wait, how's this guy walking around? I guess he's supposed to be dead. So he's just walking around willy-nilly or hmm. Yeah, right? So I guess he's just being careful, I guess. So they're not looking very good. Right? They didn't. Of course, gotta find somebody to blame. Well, that's not good because then it's gonna be out of Rinko's hands. What's your hope? You sly dog. What's your hope? That's all. He's just putting his hope into humanity, man. Experience the artificial floodlights. Yep. Which is what Rinko was saying before. They're saying that was Akihiko's goal from the beginning with the seed. Okay, then. You have that kind of power even while you're supposed to be dead? Right. The Rinko press conference with Alice. Like a second home to him, dude. He grew up there essentially. Think about it. He grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh and all that. Something he helped create, you know. All right, man. I guess we're not going to get to see their time. in the Underworld, more than the the little montage we got. What is he doing? A copy of Kirito's soul. But this would be King Kirito, though, right? Ego, what are you doing, though? Right. He thinks it's very important. Right. But Kirito told you to do it. Okay, so what are the implications of this? What's going to happen? But Asuna also survived all those years, though. So he only managed to copy Kirito's, I was saying. But Asuna also. Oh, I love that he's talking in like royal terms, like Majesty, because they probably got used to it while they were living there. Okay. So is that what his goal is going to be as a copy? Right. We don't know that scenario yet. I would fight only for the Underworld. Right. He's the king, dude. King Kirito. Dude. 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 What is King Kirito's? What is he going to do, dude? He doesn't want to be reliant on the human world, is what it sounds like to me. He's basically everything relies on the human world and what they want to do. So is he going to try to get the Underworld to be self-sufficient and reliant? There it is. He's going to protect the Underworld. You don't know that. Dude. The Niman. So he did survive. Wow. Higa, we don't know what's going to happen, dude. He's like, but I want to see this shit. Ooh. Rinko, who are the old contacts, dude? Okay, that's hype. So that was a copy of Akihiko. It wasn't actually Akihiko. But now they have a copy of King Kirito and Akihiko because Neomon, I guess he survived somehow, right? So it wasn't. But what about Visago, though? Because didn't they say there was another body there? They didn't pick it up. Um, what happens when those two copies meet? I So he's streaming of his time with Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. Yep. Yu-Gi-Oh always having to wake his brother Kirito up, dude. Yep. And he's telling the story from the beginning. Beautiful. I'm glad they didn't erase all his memories, man. Those are still precious memories, you know. Even though they're hard to think of for him. Wow, they haven't really interacted much since Kirito woke up, right? Feel I might wither away? What's that about? Why is Rinko calling him? What news does she have? New world. Why was Rinko calling Kirito? Was she going to tell him about the copy that Higa made? Or is there something happening with Alice? Because she said she feels like she can wither away. Man, both those episodes were really good. But I have to say, this episode, episode 22, definitely tops it for me. Is the better of the two episodes, personally. Um, just everything about it, man. There was, moments that we wanted to see with Alice being in the real world, but then there was also emotional moments. Kirito and Asuna not being able to fully forget their time in that world, even though the memories were deleted. Him wanting to even delete the memories of his time with Yu-Gi-Oh. They're very hard memories to remember for him. They're very important moments in his second life, but they're also very painful because he no longer has Yu-Gi-Oh with him. I'm glad he didn't erase those memories. And it also goes to show just, the internal strife and struggle and turmoil that Kirito has from all the experiences that he's gone through since the beginning of the series. So it was good to see him kind of break down there again. And then his sister, his cousin coming in and having him confide in her, that was good to see. And I like that he started it with meeting the woodcutter Yu-Gi-Oh, and it all started there, multiple generations. I like that's how he started the story because it's the beginning of the story. His time with Yu-Gi-Oh. I remember when Alicization started, Kirito woke. We literally saw Kirito as like a young boy, and I remember when it first started, I was like, in the reaction, I was like, "What the hell's going on here? Why is Kirito a young kid?" And then we learned he was doing this testing in the Underworld. So it was really cool to see him start from the very beginning of the story and telling his sister about it. What are the implications of Alice and her withering away? What's going on with Critter saying there was a body missing in the one room? Akihiko, the copy, is still alive inside the Neemon robot, and King Kirito's soul, there's a copy of that, and he'll protect the Underworld no matter what. What's going to happen when those two meet? Higa's all hype. He's like, did I open Pandora's box? Like, I'm very excited for the future of SAO, but I have no idea where we're going to go from here. What if the human world does not accept the Underworld? What if the humans do not accept artificial souls? Are we going to have a war with the real world and the Underworld? But how would that even play out? Because they're two, one's a virtual world, one's a real world. I'm just super excited to find out about the future of SAO. I know that the current arc is like nowhere near done, and there's not enough material for another season, but hopefully we will get another season at some point. But guys, what are your thoughts on these 2 episodes of SAO, Alicization, War of Underworld? Let me know in the comments below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon for another video.